everybody, and welcome to our post-match press conference. We will begin with head coach Chris Armas. Please use the raise your hand feature on Zoom or type your question into the chat. And Daniel, we will start with you.
Hey Chris, a heavily rotated team tonight. Obviously not a result that you wanted in the end. Just what did you kind of hope to see with the group that you set out there, and maybe what went wrong?
Yeah, listen, definitely not the result that we hoped for. We're going to try to take certain positives from it that maybe pay dividends in the long run. Gianna Paul getting big minutes, Lainey Rose getting big minutes, Kelsey Branson in the midfield, just, new minutes for her. And listen, we thought about managing the week the right way. A Sunday, Wednesday, Saturdays is just a tough stretch for all with travel and always thinking the players' health and safety, and it's just a lot all on turf. So, yeah, the rotation was with good intention, and knowing in the second half we'd bring in certain players and reinforcements. It just was a tricky 22-minute stretch, 3 goals that was hard to recover from.
Was there something specifically in those goals that that you're worried about? Is there something kind of symptomatic, especially maybe considering the way the 2 goals went in the last game, cross situations, as well as the 3 goals tonight?
Yeah, listen, goals come in a few different buckets. Crosses is a big way that goals can come, and in our few games now, it's been a little bit of a trend where, it's crosses have gotten us. So we knew that Seattle, they actually lead the league in crosses. They had one game with a red card, where they were up players, so they had this. Maybe it skews the statistic, but we knew that a strength of theirs was crosses. And we listen, moving forward, we're just going to work to be better at all phases, and that's one of the areas, and even the cross on the set piece. So it's never easy because it's coming in, and they had some good pace on those, but something we'll work on.
And Chad, we will turn it over to you next.
Hey, Coach, sorry about the result. How much do you think y'all playing on 2 days rest versus Seattle getting 4 days impacted the game?
Listen, I give Seattle credit tonight. I thought they were the better team tonight, and we have to accept that. And anytime we put ourselves out there in this business, all of us, from the coaches to the players, we get to experience the highs, and then you also then have to accept the lows. That's part of it, and it's just part of the business. It's all about our reaction right now. And on short rest again, we reload and get ready for Saturday. The rest, the Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday is tricky, and it's certain teams have to deal with this week, and we're one of them. So, we need certain things on this night to happen and go for us. It didn't go our way, and we know that we can be better. So, all credit to Seattle. But the rest is just a reality, and we accept that. So we'll be ready for Saturday. Big reaction from our team.
We have a question from Tom in the chat. What are you hoping that Lainey, Gianna, and Kelsey, who all started the match, learned from this game?
Listen, it's just good that they get these minutes. For young players in the NWSL, the league is tight. It's parity in the league. These are not easy games and fixtures on the road. So these games for these players and those minutes, not just off the bench for a Gianna, but you would love for it to come in another way with a victory, but it'll pay dividends. The real minutes, tough minutes on the road, stressful. It's good for players, believe it or not. So it'll pay dividends in the long run for them.
We have time for one more. PJ, we'll turn it over to you for the last one.
Hey Chris, yeah, just looking at some of those inexperienced players, just kind of what was the message to them at halftime, and just how did you like how the team responded coming back out in the second half?
Yeah, the message at halftime to the team, there was a couple of tactical things, changing the way we were pressing. We went more to a 4-2-3-1 and tried to control the wide areas a bit more. But that we weren't making changes at halftime, that we're going to stick with the group, we're going to stick with the players. There was some tactical things, but more, stick with it. Let's get the next goal. 2 and 3 touch. Want the ball, keep the ball. Just about confidence and showing belief, the belief that we have in the group and especially the young players. So it was short and sharp at halftime, but mostly about ramping it up, but showing belief in the players.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Everyone. We will be back with 2 players shortly. Okay, we are back with Elizabeth Ball and Haley Hopkins. Same thing as before. Please use the raise your hand feature or type your question into the chat. And Daniel, we will begin with you.
Good evening. Just curious if you could kind of give your thoughts on what went wrong in that stretch in the first half. I think it was like a 22-minute stretch there where they bagged all three of those goals. Just where's the breakdown there, and how do you guys correct it going forward?
Yeah, I mean, Seattle's known to be great at crosses, and yeah, we just weren't good enough in the box and getting pressure out on the ball. Yeah, they definitely had some good threats and some good balls in.
Yeah, echoing what you said, we had a good start. We were, on our front foot, and then one moment we turn off, and we just, need to be better in responding and moving on from that one and being sharper, and we just weren't for that 22-minute stretch, and a lot to learn from this game moving forward.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned that. Did you feel like that, that first goal kind of, especially with so many, players that were probably getting their first career starts ahead of you, did you feel like there was still kind of some shell shock after that first goal that kind of caused you guys to not quite lock back in into kind of who you guys know you can be?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of, status on this team, we still have that same mentality. And, as a group, we win as a team and we lose as a team. And so from forwards all the way back to everyone else, like that's an opportunity and a moment for us to reset and come together as a team and figure out what we need to do and just move forward fast. And again, like we just weren't sharp enough in those moments, and Seattle capitalized on their chances that they had.
Thank you both. Thank you, everyone.